The Unnameable. Join H.P. Lovecraft on a terrifying journey through past and present. The time is now. The setting is Winthrop House, believed to be haunted for the past 300 years. It is rumored that Joshua Winthrop was horribly murdered and mutilated by the creature born of his wife. Meanwhile, college students at nearby Miskatonic University decide to disprove the rumors by spending the night in the house. They are later joined by Carter, who now takes the legends more seriously when he learns that his buddy has disappeared there. Together, they come face to face with the unspeakably horrifying monster. Good typo. I'm assuming they mean horrible, not horrify. Hearts pound and pulses race as it stalks their every step. Who will live and who will die? Don't miss the incredible climax when the nightmare comes to life in The Unnameable. But legit, I'm not just being retarded here. It actually says horrify. You can't fucking read it anyways, but I really had zero intentions of ever owning this movie. Just something about it never clicked with me. But when MVD had their huge ass sale back in April, most everything was 80% off. That was $7, and I couldn't say no, so threw that bitch in the cart, and I am so glad I did. This shit was wicked. Like, look at that. I'm noticing more on the slipcover every time I look at it. Even the menu screen is awesome. I'll throw that at the end of the clip. But yeah, it starts off right off the hop with a pretty wicked, heart-ripping scene. Just right out of just pulsing in the hand of the creature. I like how you don't see the monster all that much in the movie. You see little glimpses here and there. Never really any extended shots of him or her, and I think that helps make the monster creepier. When you do see it, it's badass. Now, one thing I do want to talk about is a lot of people, and even Stephen Byro himself, came out and said that the 5.1 audio track on this is messed up and echoes. I watched it last night and I used my AirPods to listen to it, and I didn't even realize I had the 5.1 track on until I checked later, but the echoing wasn't that bad for me. It wasn't during the dialogue or anything like that. It was only during certain sound effects I found it echoed, and mostly when the creature was shrieking, which I found added a little bit more creepiness to its whole persona. Now, it did echo a bit with some door slamming and some of the victim screams, and that was a little bit annoying, but nothing to really bitch about, because I just loved how it made the screams sound even, like, for lack of a better term, more supernatural. Like it had two throats or something making sounds. It was cool. The gore, there's not a lot of gore, but when it does happen, it is wicked. Couple of decapitations, at least one, and it was awesome. And then the way the head is found later was hilarious. Lots of blood spilling on the floor and dragging bodies through it, so you get a nice little stream of claret down the hallway. Yeah, it's actually a really good 80s monster movie, and I was very pleasantly surprised with this. I'm really looking forward to checking out the next two Unearthed Classics films, and I'm probably going to be following this line from Unearthed from now on. I seriously underrated those flicks. 'Cause the other two I'd never heard of either. These two, Nightwish and Dark Side of the Moon, I know nothing about them either, and same thing, only bought them because they were cheap. Is like I'm stoked. I'm stoked for this line. Definitely better than the Too Extreme for Mainstream line, that's for fucking sure. But yeah, the Unnameable, badass creature feature, wicked tense moments in the flick. Didn't come off cheesy at all, which is a great bonus. I love cheese, but sometimes you just want a nice, clean movie. And this was it. Highly recommend the Unnameable. I heard there's a sequel out. I guess I'll hunt that down one day. Anyways, thanks for watching. Stay sleazy. Peace.
Shine light from the sky.